Alright, so this video is immediately going to be a little bit different, but I kind of wanted to show you what the heck I've been doing lately. Obviously, there's been a little bit of a lull in the videos on the channel, but this video is going to kind of shed some light on why that is. I've been doing videos for a local music store in Milwaukee called Cream City Music, and basically I'm taking some of their new inventory and making demo videos for those guitars, demonstrating how they sound, how they look, going over some of the specs to basically help broaden their customer base. They're bringing in some different guitars in the area. They're typically known for a lot of high-end Gibsons, Fenders, and Gretsches. They're a Gretsch dealer, and everybody knows them as the Gretsch store. But they're getting into more Jacksons, Ibanez, and Schechters. I've done some videos for their new Jackson SKUs, and I have in my possession one of their new Ibanez SKUs. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go over like how I go about making sort of a guitar playthrough for the channel. I mean, the same principles apply. I'm basically making a demo video for a guitar in the way I would do it for my channel, but I don't really do that on my channel, so I'm doing it for these guys. And they're a great group of dudes, and I'm happy to be working with them. So I hope you enjoy this kind of, you know, behind the scenes, how the sausage is made type of video. Let's dive in. So over the course of the last couple days, I have a few riffs, a few layers that I wrote using the guitar. And what I have been doing for these videos is I'm writing sort of like somewhat of an intro before the main meat of the song, so that I can have the cool bumper, the intro for the video series, etc. And so I did that, wrote a few riffs, kind of layered this one up. This is a 7-string. 7 strings are a little bit out of my wheelhouse, and obviously I'm no Steve Vai, so I didn't do anything spectacular, but they're cool, heavy riffs. I tried to write some parts down low and up in the higher registers to kind of demo how the pickups sound and how things sound, etc., etc. So that part's done. It took me about 2 days off and on to write these pieces, and it's about, what did I say, a minute and a half of music, something like that. Yeah, we're about 2 minutes of music from the beginning of the fade-in of the intro to the end, and it's going to kind of fade out at the end of it. So that's kind of all I need. It's not a whole bunch of changes. I think it's 3 total riffs with some layers. So that part's done. The next part is going to be shooting B-roll of the guitar and then film the playthrough. So we're going to dive into that, but first I got to clean up this studio, because once again, in between all of my dicking around down here, I got a new Mac Mini as my main machine, and I'm doing some sort of like, you know, getting stuff off of my PC. My PC's still over here. It's a whole thing. Anyhow, I got some cleaning up to do, so that's what we're going to do first. Okay, so now that that's pretty much taken care of, I'm going to sort of set up the lights and get my slider ready and kind of get ready to shoot B-roll of the guitar. It doesn't matter in what order I film this. I can do the playthrough first. I can do the B-roll first. I just choose to do the B-roll. And so we'll go through that. Alright, so I have a few things set up. First off, forget the blown out light, but I have my key light, my main key, and then I have a bounce, and I have this light. It's pointed up, but it will be pointed down. I need to adjust it just to give a little kick of color. The guitar is on this big plushy rug. I have my motorized slider. There's the camera, and we are going to get ready to shoot. there's shot one. So I'll give you a little point of view of what we got here. No, it's probably not translating very well. That's what we're going for. So now I sort of make my way around the guitar and try and get some creative shots with the slider of like key components of this particular guitar. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now I did, you know, the kind of wraparound shots, some key shots of, you know, important details of the guitar. And now we are going to do kind of like a push-in type of shot. So I have the guitar on one of these really crappy guitar stands. And we're going to do sort of a push-in type of a shot. You'll see what I mean. Let's set it up. I am setting the focus on a specific spot of the guitar. Hit record. And get this thing going. Shit with that chair in the background. Here. Better. You got to make sure you pay attention to the background. I don't always do the best job of doing that, but you don't want just random shit in your shots. So this is pushing in. I have the autofocus on, so it's keeping focus on the middle of the pickups. At least it's supposed to, but it just tipped, I noticed. So we're gonna have to restart it. That happens. It's not a perfect science. And as you can see, I have it sitting on some pieces of wood that I adhered together. A, for a little bit of added stability, and B, because the carpet is a little plush. So yeah, composing some shots. Now I'll back it up just for the extra coverage. At first, a lot of this is trial and error. And once I find some shots that I like, I kind of put them in my repertoire, and I've done them similar shots in multiple videos now. Kind of gives it like a look, a vibe. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty dope, right? So at this stage, I think I have all the shots I need. I'm going to set everything up to do the playthrough. And then after the playthrough, I'll do the quick little voiceover part. And then I have to edit it. So let's get ready for the playthrough. So, putting the camera on the tripod, putting on the bigger external monitor, I'll plug it into power, external power, so that I don't have to worry about batteries running out. Yeah, and we'll go on from there. Alright, so now I'll go about framing up the first kind of playthrough shot, and then I will probably practice these riffs a little bit, because, you know, sometimes I forget what I wrote. Okay, Google, turn the studio red. So I have a few go-to angles. At the headstock, down the neck, I'll do at the bridge, up the neck, a wide angle shot with some foreground interest. I'll show you what I mean. And then depending on the guitar parts, some random shots. So I manually focus. It's on autofocus right now. I mean, this is kind of the hard part, is like setting all this up on your own. Such is the life of a YouTuber. So I think I like this framing initially. I'm trying to do a couple things. Trying to hide unfavorable stuff in the background. Trying to get the headstock nice and full. So I got my first angle ready to go, and we're going to try and run through this. So we'll see what happens. Inevitably, I'm gonna fuck up, but what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, so got the guitar plugged in. I got a track armed and ready to record, because haters are gonna hate. If you don't play the damn thing in a video, somebody will point it out. Inevitably. Anyway. Why do I care about the haters? Whoa! You want to know what's funny? Is in the process of making this video for this video, capturing me make this video, I forgot to hit record on the camera, so let's do it again. Insane. Alright, I did it. It wasn't perfect, but I kind of make a mental note of where I messed up, and I'll know to get it right in the next angle. Plus, depending on the guitar part, it makes more sense to have a different angle on it. So, yeah. Alright, so setting up for the next angle. I like to focus on the bridge. Or the pickup. Then it's getting my hand in the shot. Terrible habit of speaking away from the camera. Okay. Yay! Angle number 2, done. On to the next. So here's an angle just kind of getting a close-up shot of some of the fingering of a particular riff, because there's not much else going on. So let's do that. Yes! I hate that I did that. I hate myself a little bit. That was stupid. So what I mean by a wide shot is I'm going to have the camera back here, sort of behind the guitars, so that half the shot you can see the guitars on the rack blurred out. You guys who follow me, you've seen this shot before, so that's what I'm going to set up now. Myself up. Good. Get towels. Get my towels shot. So that's how I pull focus right there. Set up the guitar. Okay. background? Not really. So that's what we'll do. Thank goodness for a Bluetooth keyboard. So real quick, I'm gonna plug this thing in because it's almost dead. We got the playthrough done, and I'm gonna set up for the intro, not the intro, the talking head voiceover part at the end. So let's get ready for that. So I got my notes. The air conditioning just turned off. I have my shot set up, and I'm gonna do, you know, probably a couple attempts at a little bit of like a rundown of the stats of the guitar. That's kind of been the format of these videos, so let's get to it, shall we? Turn on the recorder. Now I just need to do a quick note on the helix patch I used because I don't remember. Is it recording here? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try a slightly different angle to talk about the helix tone. It's just a few seconds anyhow, just to break it up. Boom. So, I have all the pieces for this video, and now it's time to offload everything, organize it, and edit it. So that's the next step. So this part is critical. transferring of files and organization. I use a piece of software called Post Haste, which allows you to set up a template for projects, and I'll show you what that means exactly. But I have a file, it creates a file structure, and you can also set it up to have specific files in it each and every time when you run said software. So let's do that now. But first I need to get my template, or set up my template, because I'm realizing I have the Mac Mini set up and Post Haste is installed, but I didn't set it up, so I'm going to set that up first. Alright, we're definitely getting into the weeds here, but so I have Post Haste ready to go and set up, so I'll show you what that is. And so this is Post Haste. Minimize this. And basically you come in here and you have your parameters set up. I have a template project, so each and every time I open Post Haste and create a project, it's going to create these 3 folders, and within the projects folder it has a Premiere folder with a Premiere project, an After Effects project, and a folder for Resolve stuff, and then media will have a place for footage, audio, music, stills, graphics, fonts, etc. For organization. So then I come in here, the client in this case is my YouTube, the name of the video, the date, and the editor. So I already created it on the desktop, and here is our folder structure. And when we open this project in Premiere, it'll change the name. See, it already created. It changed the name to the name of the project. So you stay clean and organized. Now, of course, I'm going to be editing in Resolve. So the Resolve database is saved on my Mac Mini, but the footage and everything will stay in this folder structure and on an external hard drive. So that's what we're going to do. I have that same folder structure in here. This is my external hard drive that I use for music and editing. Here's the folder. Let's go to media, and I have my SD card in here. Yeah, so starting here, come down to here, drag it into footage. Boom. So it's taking it from the SD card, putting it on my external SSD, and that's what I'll edit off of. And I'm going to do that with the audio as well. And then I'll get editing. Alright, so now I have all the footage copied over onto my external SSD. I have my audio, I have my music track. The next step is to edit the video, and that's definitely not something I'm going to record, because it's going to take the course of a couple days more than likely to edit both the video for Cream City Music and this behind the scenes video, this explainer video. So this is not an editing tutorial, it's more I wanted to kind of show you guys what goes into making these types of guitar videos. And so I think I captured that, hopefully. I hope you guys got something out of it, for sure. I know at this point it's probably a long video, it's hard to tell, but this was fun. It was fun capturing this, and it kind of gave me a little perspective of how many steps this is. When I don't have to talk to the camera and hit record and get a second angle to explain what I'm doing, it flows a little bit quicker, so I kind of lose a little bit of perspective. But walking through the process, talking to you guys and showing you what you do, yeah, this is rather involved. Whose idea was this? Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your patience bearing with the different style of this particular video. But, you know, I'm in the interest of being helpful. Here you go. Special shout out to those of you supporting me over on Patreon, and of course here as members on YouTube. I got that part memorized. I've said it so many times. And if you're looking for other ways to support me, the channel, and what I'm doing, I, of course, as you know, have music for sale on Bandcamp, and it's streaming everywhere music can be streamed. Check out Wells. I'm really, really proud of it. Steven and I are actively working on new music, and we're excited to put more Wells music out into the world. But if you haven't checked that out yet, links will be in the description below. And I hope you're all doing well. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe, take care of yourself, be helpful to someone, and we'll see you in the next one.